Hello guys, so we were done with the comprehension part. Only one comprehension was left, and I told you that I will cover it in that comprehension in the at the end of the chapter. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing. I will not do the matrix mix. Okay, there means such types of problems which are there in matrix mix. We have already covered them in other when we were discussing the problems from other institutions. Okay, so I'm going to leave that part. Rest of the part means the numerical questions. Okay, and the previous year, although I have covered almost previous year questions, just some are left. Okay, so I will see from the Singage if there are some previous year questions which they have given we are not done, then I will cover that. Okay, rest all we will do the numerical questions which are about 43, and then we will then we are done with this chapter. Okay, so here is the first numerical question. Okay, the question is as follow: if x is equal to 2 plus 2 की power 2 by 3 plus 2 की power 1 by 3, then the value of x cube minus 6x square plus 6x is. Okay, now such type of similar problem we have done. Let's move x minus 2 that side. Okay, 2 by 3 plus 2 की power 1 by 3. Okay, now we what it gives us, it gives a hint of cubing both sides. So cubing both side. Okay, cubing both side. Okay, now let's cube the both side. When we cube, what are you getting? X minus 2 the whole cube. Okay, x minus 2 the whole cube should be equal to 2 की power 2 by 3. Okay, plus 2 की power 1 by 3 the whole cube. Okay, now let's see what we can do. So let's open the cube. X cube minus 8 minus 6. Okay, x into x minus 2. Okay guys, this will become 2 की power 2 plus 2 की power 1. Okay, plus 3 into 3. Okay, this will be 2 and this will be 2 की power 2 by 3 plus 2 की power 1 by 3. Okay, now let's modify this. Let me call it as 1. Okay, so x cube minus 8 minus 6x square. Okay, plus 12x. Okay, this is 4 plus 2. Okay, plus 6 into this I can write. Okay, this I can write as x minus 2. Let me note down here from 1. Okay, from 1. Okay, so here x cube minus 8 plus minus 6x square plus 12x. Okay, minus 4x should be equal to 6 plus 6x minus 12. Okay, so this will at the end modified minus 6 plus 6x. Okay, and here we can do something modification. Okay, this thing and plus 12x. If I move that side, it become plus minus 6 plus 8 2 plus 6x. Okay, now if I bring 2x here, x cube minus 6x square plus 6x, okay, equals to 2. So the value is what? 2. Okay, this power was giving us the means it was providing us a sense that we should cube, and then after cubing this part you cannot simplify, and such things we have seen. Okay, already. So we will use x minus 2. Okay, now you are almost familiar with all the types of the question. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, we are done with this question. This is the next question, second question. Okay, if you see the question, how can you proceed? Okay, first your basic things should be strong, like this under root. Okay, let me read the question. If under root x की power under root x की power under root x inside that it is x, and 3 x की power 4 plus 4 की power 1 by 4 की power 1 by 4 की power 1 by 4. Okay, then the value of x raised to 4 means this value we need to find out. Now this under root I can write as 1 by 2, and this next under root I can write as 1 by 2. Further I can write that 1 by 2. Okay, similar thing we can do here. X की power 4 plus 4. Okay, 1 by 4 into 1 by 4. Okay, into 1 by 4. Okay, let's when we move on further, what we have, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 1 by 8 we have here, 3x की power 4 plus 4, here we have 1 by 4 4 16, 16 4 is 64. Okay, so we have 1 by 64. Now taking 64th power, both side, okay, both side, if we take that, this will become instead of irrational means point like numbers, they will become a integer like number, and that is what we want. Okay, so this will become x की power 8. Okay, if this becomes 64, and this will become simple 3x raised to 4 plus 4. Okay, now let me simplify it. When we simplify, we get x raised to 4 minus 3x raised to 4 minus 4 equals to 0. Let x raised to 4 equals to t. Now see, t should be greater than 0 because x raised to 4 is greater than 0 always. Okay, so when we consider t square minus 3t minus 4 should be equals to 0. Okay, so t minus 4t minus t, okay, minus 4 should be equal to 0. T minus 4 and t plus 1 should be equal to 0. This is after what we got after solving quadratic. So t equals to 4 or t equals to minus 1. This is not possible because t cannot be negative. Okay, this cannot be negative. Okay, so t equals to 4. Okay, t equals to 4 is right. So, and we know t equals to 4, therefore t is what, x raised to 4, so x raised to 4 is equals to 4. So x4 is the answer. Okay guys, 4 is the answer. So this problem, your means the power concept should be strong to solve this problem. Okay, and this problem was a good problem, means it was not very difficult, it was a moderate level JMN problem. Okay, let's move on further and see what is the next problem which we are going to solve. Okay, the next problem is as follows: sum of the values of x satisfying the equation this under 2x plus under root 2x plus 4 the whole under root, okay, is equals to 4. Okay, the first idea which you get in this, that we should square both sides. So I will just square it. 2x plus under root 2x plus 4 should be equals to 16. We got this. From this we can move to this. 2x plus 4 should be 16 minus 2x, and if I square it again, we get 2x plus 4, 16, 256, 8, 64x, okay, plus 4x square. Okay, now from this step we can do this 4x square minus 64, okay, minus 66x. If we subtract 252 should be equal to 0. Okay, now if I divide it by 2, means divide by 2 throughout. Okay, throughout. Okay, we want to reduce the problem, so we can get the root. 33x plus 126 should be equal to 0. Now let's me check the roots. 21, 30, 33, 20. Okay, so 2x square minus 21x plus 12x plus 126 equals to 0. Okay, so 2x square minus 21x minus 12x plus 126 equals to 0. So what roots we are getting? X minus 21 by 2 and x minus 6, okay, equal to 0. So these are the roots which we are getting. Now let's verify. Okay, let's verify the value. What value we have? X is equals to 21 by 2. We have to verify this. X is equals to 6. Okay, let me take a next page and verify this. Okay, for x equals to 21 by 2. Okay, for x equals to 21 by 2. Okay, put x is equals to 21 by 2. Okay, the what we are getting 2 into 21 by 2, okay, plus under root 2 into 21 by 2 plus 4, okay, this should be under root and this should be equal to 4. If it is not, then the answer is wrong. Okay, this value x is equals to 21, so we are getting 21 plus under root 21 plus 4, okay, this is whole under root, so we are getting 21 plus 5, okay, so under root 26, so it is not equal to 4, so x is wrong. Okay, now let's check for x is equals to 6. Now let's check for x is equals to 6. Let's see what we are getting when we put x is equals to 6. What we are getting in this, let me put the value 2 into 6 plus under root 2 into 6 plus 4, this should be equal to 4, right? 12 plus under root 12 plus 4, okay, the whole under root, this is 12 plus under root 16, the whole should be equal to 4, and what we are getting 6 plus 4, okay, this is again 16 and this will under root 16, okay, so we are getting 4, so 4 is equals to 4, so x is equals to 6 is right, okay, so x is equals to 6 is the answer. Okay guys, let's move on to the next question. This was question number 3. Okay, the idea was by getting the x value and then resubstituting it and checking whether this satisfies the given equation or not, and then considering it as answer. We are moving on the fourth problem. Okay guys, the question is as follow: if a square minus 4a plus 1 equals to 4, then the value of a cube minus a square plus a minus 1 the whole upon a square minus 1, where a square is not equal to 1. You obviously know the reason why a square should not be equal to 1, otherwise it will become indefinite. Okay, is equal to, okay, we want to find its value. Now one thing which we can click from here, that we can reduce this thing. Okay, how? If I take a square, I get a minus 1, okay, I have here a minus 1, doesn't it look like a quadratic? And here we have a square minus b square formula, so I can write it as like this. Okay, a minus 1, the upward as quadratic roots and the down as a minus 1 and a plus 1. Okay, now this 2 will cancel out, the left part which we will left with will be a plus 1. So this is the means modified version of this what we needed to find. Now let's check what they have given. If okay, we want to get this value, we want to use this equation to get something related to this, so that we can find what it is equal to. So a square plus 1 we can create if I move this here, 4a plus 4. Okay, so we are getting a square plus 1 equals to what? 4 into a plus 1. So let me substitute this value here. When I substitute it here, we are getting a into a plus 1 the whole upon a plus 1, right guys? So this will cancel out and we will be left with 4. So 4 is the answer. Okay, let me tell you again. If you see what we needed to find, if we can modify that, and we tried to find something related to that stuff, and when we got that, we substituted the value and then we got the answer, which was 4. So 4 is the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next problem. The next problem is as follow, which says if a and b are positive numbers and each of the following x square plus ax plus 2b equals to 0 and x square plus 2bx plus a equal to 0 has real roots, okay, then the smallest possible value, okay, of a plus b is, okay, we want to find the smallest possible values. Now okay, x square plus ax plus 2b has real roots, okay, and what I have told, in real roots what should we do? D is greater than equal to 0. Let's apply this thing. A square minus 8b should be greater than equal to 0, so a square should be greater than equal to 8b. Okay, we got this stuff. Now for this next one, a square plus 2bx plus a, okay, it has also real root, okay, they have told us has real roots. Now let's apply this, the same thing. Let's d equal to 0 concept. 4b square minus 4a should be greater than equal to 0. Okay, so what we are getting, b square is greater than equal to a. Now if I square it again, means b की power 4, okay, is greater than equal to a square. Okay, if I consider it as a and consider it as b, okay, what I can get the relation. Okay, let me take the next page. We can get the relation such something like this: b की power 4 is greater than equal to a square is greater than equal to 8b. Okay, so we got this relation. Now if this is equal to this and this is equal to this, so we can write this thing: b is greater than equal to 8b, and 1b if we eliminate, we get b cube greater than equal to 8. So b cube, what is 8? 8 is 2 की power 3. Okay, so b is greater than equal to 2, so we got the b value. Okay, similarly now how we will find the a value? We have the relation from a, so from a, okay, from a, what we can write? A square minus 8b should be greater than equal to 0. Sorry, I should have written it directly. A square should be greater than equal to 8b. Let me put the b value, which is 2. So 8 into 2, which will lead us to 16. Now a square is greater than equal to 16. What is 16? 4 की power 2. So a is greater than equal to 4. So we got the a and b value. But see what they are telling. Then the smallest possible value of a plus b. We know that b can be greater than equal to, so minimum value is 2. A can be greater than equal to 4, but its minimum value is 4. So a plus b, okay, a plus b minimum value is 2 plus 4, which is 6. So 6 is the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The next question, this is the sixth question. Okay guys, so the question is as follow: given that x square minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0, then the value of the expression y equals to x की power 9 plus x की power 7 plus x की power minus 9 plus x की power minus 7 is. Okay, we want to find this value. Now what we can do here, if I means this stuff, minus 3x plus 1 equal to 0, we have this. Okay, this will become x1 by x की power 9. Okay, so we are getting an idea, means we are getting feeling like x plus we should create x plus 1 by x, something like that stuff. Okay, so I will create it: divide this stuff by x. Okay, what I am getting? X minus 3 plus 1 upon x equal to 0. Okay, x plus 1 upon x is equals to 3. Okay, I got this stuff. So let me call it as what? A. Okay, now let me square this term and let's try to think that whether we can create this x की power 9 or 7, something like that. Okay, so a square plus 1 upon x square is 9. Okay, here it will be plus 2, and when I move it here it will be minus 2, it will be 7. Okay, so we are getting x square plus 1 upon x square is equals to 7. Okay, so if I square it again, okay, if I square this thing again, x की power 4 plus 1 upon x की power 4 will be plus 2 is equals to 49, right guys? So x की power 4 plus 1 upon x की power 4 will be 49 minus 2. Okay, now what we are getting? X की power 4 plus 1 upon x की power 4 should be equal to 47. Sorry, I have written 27. 47. Okay, so we got this thing. Let me take the next page. So we are getting this, that x की power 4 plus 1 upon x की power 4 is 47. Okay, now if I square it again, I will need 47 into 47 value, which is 49, 20, 32. Okay, 4 7 28 to 16 18. Okay, 9 2209. Okay, so here 2209. Okay, here it will be 8, here it will be x की power 8, here it again will be 2. Okay guys, so don't try to do silly mistakes. Okay, in such problems, x की power 8 plus 1 upon x की power 8, this will be 2209 minus 2. Okay, so after we proceed this further, what we have? X की power 8 should be equal to 2207. So we got this. Let me take it as b. Okay, now this thing will come by experience. Okay, you cannot get this thing by just if you see this problem first time, you are not able to predict this. Okay, so just try to, means just think. Okay, such thing can happen. If I do x ki power x plus 1 upon x, okay, and if I do similar thing x ki power minus 8 into x plus 1 upon x, okay, just think how I got this. I got this by observing this equation. Okay, you will come to know what this will give. Okay, and I have told you there is no shortcut. You have to just understand, if something appears, you have to do something similar. I am not telling that the same equation will appear in the J examination. No, it doesn't happens only. But if something like if x ki power 24 appears, then you can use this concepts are repeated, problems are not repeated. Okay, so use this concept. Is something like x ki power 24, something like this stuff, or minus this same process, or this same process, means this path of this question what we are doing will be followed. Okay, so what we are getting, x ki power 9, and this is x ki power 7. Okay, this will be x ki power minus 7, while this will be x ki power minus 9. Now if you observe clearly what we got this equation which was given in the problem. Okay, now yes, we are going right, but if you are getting this, then we know these values, okay, which we have used. Okay, so let me just get this. It is 1 upon x ki power 8. Okay, and this is x plus 1 upon x. How can you write this? Yes, I can write this, because it seem like a quadratic. Okay, so its roots are like that. Okay, now do I know its value? Yes, I know. This is 2207. Okay guys, this is 2207, and this is 3. When you multiply them, what do you get? 6621. So the answer is 6621. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The next question is as follow, and it says, the statement is like this: if sin square alpha comma cos square alpha and minus cosec square alpha are the zeros of p of x equals to x cube plus x square plus ax plus b, where a comma b belongs to R, then p of 2 equals to. Okay, so we want to find p of 2, but before that we want to get this a and b. Okay, so how we can proceed now? Are the zeros of p of x. This is just a modified version of or language of saying that they are the roots of this equation. Okay, when you get p of x or f of x equal to 0, that means that they are the roots. Okay, so nothing great are told. So we know the sum of the roots. So sin square alpha cos square alpha minus cosec square alpha is what? Minus 1. Okay guys, and this is 1. This is minus cosec square alpha, this is minus 1. So we are getting cosec square alpha equals to 2. Okay, so sin square alpha will be what? Sin square alpha will be 1 by 2. But if I got sin square alpha, cannot I get cos square alpha, which is just 1 sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, using this formula again, which is 1 upon 2. Now we got sin square alpha, we got cos square alpha. These are the two roots. Now we got cosec square alpha as 2. But if you see properly, be careful. Okay, this is minus cosec square alpha, which is the root. Okay, so if I multiply it by minus, we are getting cosec square alpha is equals to minus 2. So minus 2 is the root. Okay, so we have a polynomial, so we can write it as x minus 1 by 2, x minus 1 by 2, and x plus 2. Okay, so we want to find p of 2. Let's put p of 2. 2 minus 1 by 2, 2 minus 1 by 2, 2 plus 2. Okay, what we are getting? This is 4 minus 1, 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. This is 4. Okay, so this 2 into 2 and 4 will cancel out, giving us the final solution as 9. Now if you remember in the starting what I said, we need to find a and b. Okay, but here what happened, we got an idea, we got the roots, so we can write the equations in this root format. So we didn't require to get this, although we can proceed all similar means like that also. If I put sin 1 by 2 here, okay, and this cos 1 by 2, okay, I will get two roots. Okay, two equations will be formed. For that p of x will be 0, and when I solve those equations, I will get a and b value. And when you will put these two means a and b value and put x is equals to 2, you will get the p of x. So nothing new, but this is the longer way. Okay, rather than if you got the root, you can use this shorter way, which will just save your time in examination, and these things are good for you. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, let me write this. So 9 is the answer. Okay, let me proceed next question. The next question, which is 8th question, which says as follow: if the equation x square minus 4x minus 3x minus 1 mod x minus 2 mod minus 2k plus 8 equals to 0 for k belonging to R has exactly 3 distinct solutions, then k is equal to. Okay, it is telling it has 3 distinct solutions, k belongs to R, and then k, we want to find the k value. Okay, if you see the equation carefully, you will come to know that x square minus 4x, can we create x minus 2 using this 8? Yes, we can. Okay, x square minus 4x, if I take it 4, okay, and k minus 1, okay, this is mod x minus 2, right guys, this is minus 2k plus 8, okay, should be equal to 0. Sorry, this should be 4. I took this 4 here and rest of the part is here, so I can solely write this x minus 2 the whole square minus 3k minus 1 mod x minus 2 minus 2k plus 4 should be equal to 0. Okay, let x minus 2 mod should be t. Okay, now if you know the property of inequality that x square x minus 2 the whole square can be written as x minus 2 mod the whole square, then I don't need to tell the reason why mod x minus 2 equal to t. Okay, if you don't know the property, then please you can refer to inequalities, because it will just cost me more time to explain it. Okay, because modulus is just, okay, this can be written is that means this can be written, this square term can be written like that, so I can take this stuff as t. Okay, so t square minus 3k minus 1 into t minus 2k plus 4 should be equal to 0. Now if you think smartly, it is a quadratic equation, it will have 2 roots, but what they are telling in this question is 3 distinct solutions. Okay, so for sure this one solution should be unreal. Okay, non-real. Okay, so but it belongs to, means they are distinct, 3 distinct solution. Okay, so one solution should not be, means it should not belong to from this. Okay, if you see which solution is not possible for t. Okay, because two roots are possible, and if one root is more possible, then that root should be imaginary. Okay, so if you observe clearly, x minus 2 cannot be 0. Okay, so for sure t equals to 0 will also be a root, because otherwise 3 root will not be possible, and t is equals to 0 will be the imaginary root. Okay, because t minus 2 mod x minus 2 should be greater than equal to 0, that is the property of the modulus, and according to that it cannot be greater, it should be greater than equal to 0. If I take 0, it will come as unreal. Okay, so and other roots let's take as alpha comma beta. Okay, so we got the 3 root alpha comma beta comma 0. Okay, so that was the trick part of this question. After when you got this, the rest of the job is very easy. We will take product of the root. Okay, what is alpha into beta into 0 should be equal to what? 4 minus 2k. Okay, this thing is 0. 4 minus 2k, let me solve it here. 2k should be equals to 4. What we are getting? K equals to 2. Okay, so k equals to 2 is the answer. Okay, what is the trick part of this question? You must realize that 3 distinct roots are not possible. So what number can be the imaginary or unreal root? It can be only be 0, because modulus cannot be equal to 0. So yes, you got that. If you got that part, then you're done with this problem. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The next question is as follow. It says like, if cos square pi by 8 is a root of equation x square plus ax plus b equal to 0, where a comma b belongs to rational number. Okay, then the least value of the expression x square plus 8bx, okay, plus a is. Okay, we want to find the least value of this expression, but before that we want to find the a and b value. Okay, so what we should do now, if if you have learned trigonometry, okay, your trigonometry should be little bit strong, okay, because this question is using trigonometry, okay. If you don't know trigonometry, you will be stuck. Cos pi by 4 is what? 2 times cos square pi by 8. You can, although I can tell you how it came, but it's just like you just reduce this using 180 by pi, okay, and get this angle value. Then try to compare it with pi by 4. Why I will compare it with pi by 4? Because pi by 4 is the possible value for which it can, means it is closer to that value, okay. So pi by 4, how pi by 4 is equal to this stuff, okay, that is the part. So if I take cos pi by 4, okay, cos pi by 4 plus 1 will be equal to 2 into cos square pi by 8, okay. So what is cos pi by 4? 1 upon root 2 plus 1 should be equal to 2 into cos square pi by 8, okay. Now if I multiply this, what I get? 1 upon under root 2 upon 2, and if I bring this 2, this will be 2 into under root 2 cos square pi by 8. So we got cos square pi by 8, and if you remember, cos square pi by 8 is a root. So cannot I put that value in the solution, means the root in the equation which for which it is a root, okay. Let me take the next page. So this is 1 plus under root 2 upon 2 under root 2, okay, the whole square plus a into 1 plus under root 2 upon 2 under root 2, okay, plus b should be equal to 0. Now this is 1 plus 2 under root 2 plus 2, okay, upon 4 into 2, okay guys, and this is a upon 2 under root 2, and this is what we can write it, this under root a by 2, okay, plus b should be equal to 0. Now this can be 3 upon 8, and this can be, okay, under root 2 upon 4, okay, plus a upon under root 2 and plus a upon 2 plus b should be equal to 0. Now if you see, we can modify this further. If I multiply and divide by under root 2, this 2 will cancel out, we will get 2 into under root 2, okay, 3 by 8. So for sure it is irrational. A upon 2 under root 2 plus a upon 2 plus b should be equal to 0. Now let's separate the two parts, means the terms which are irrational and terms which are rational, okay. So if I arrange them, this will be irrational terms, okay, a upon 2 under root 2, okay guys, and a by 2 plus 3 by 8 plus b should be equal to 0. Now this rational term and this irrational term should be equal to 0. So let's try to get them equal to 0, because otherwise they will not be equal to 0, and if it is root, they should be equal to 0. So this a upon 2 under root 2 plus 1 upon 2 under root 2 should be equal to 0. If I equate it to 0, what I get? A equals to minus 1, okay. Let me take it as a, and let me use it in this rational part problem. A by 2 plus 3 by 8 plus b should be also equal to 0. From 1 I can put a equals to minus 1, so minus 1 by 2 plus b should be equal to 0. From where did I got this? From 1, okay, I'm writing it here from a, okay. So let me take the next page, okay. So if I put, this was like this stuff, plus 3 by 8 plus b should be equal to 0. If I put here 4 plus 3 upon 8, okay, plus b should be equal to 0, we are getting b equals to 1 by 8, okay. This will become minus 1 by 8, and if I moved it to that side, we will get b equals to 1 by 8. So didn't we got all the value? Let me take it as b. So a is equal to minus 1 and b is equals to 1 by 8, okay. Let me put these values, all values, in this first equation which was given, which is this equation, x square plus 8bx plus a, because we need to find the least value of this equation. So the equation is x square, I'm putting the value also, 8 into 1 by 8 into x plus a, which is minus 1, should be equal to 0, okay. So x square plus x, okay, plus minus 1 should be equal to 0. Okay, okay, this thing can, if x plus 1 by 2 the whole square, okay, and here we will require 1 by 4, and here 1 minus 1 by 4 will come here, okay. So what we are getting? We are getting x plus 1 by 2 the whole square minus 5 by 4, So if it becomes 0, okay, if it becomes 0, then the minimum possible value is this stuff. Okay, okay, this is the minimum possible value. So okay, so what is the minimum value? Minus 5 by 4. Okay, and when this will occur, that can also be a question also. Okay, but here they are not asking. It can become at 0 at x is equals to minus 1 by 2, and so the minimum value will be minus 5 by 4, which is approximately 1.25, like that. Okay, like that. Okay, like that. So minus 5 by 4 is the answer. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This question was good. The next question is as follow. Given alpha and beta are the roots of quadratic equation x square minus 4x plus k equal to 0, bracket k not be equal to 0. You know why k not be equal to 0, otherwise 2 comma minus 2 will be its root. Okay, and x is equals to 0. Yeah, it will form 3 roots. That's suspicious thing. Okay, now let's see. No, it has 2 roots, x is equals to 2 and x is equals to 0. Okay, if alpha beta product, okay, alpha beta square plus alpha square beta comma alpha cube plus beta cube are in geometric progression, no? They are telling they are in GP, then the value of 7k, we want to find the value of 7k. Okay, so let's find the value. Now I know these terms are in GP, so let me modify if I can. But before that, alpha and beta are the roots, so I can get sum and product, which is 4, and alpha into k is beta product is k. Further on, this can be alpha and beta only. If I take alpha and beta common from the, I can, so now I am familiar with this term, and alpha cube plus beta cube. Okay, now how I can get this alpha cube plus beta? It is very simple, nothing great. Alpha plus beta the whole cube, okay, is equals to alpha cube plus beta cube, okay, plus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Okay, if I move that stuff, I get this thing which I require, which is alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta, okay, which is alpha cube plus beta cube. Okay, so I got this, I can use it here. Okay, so the final geometric progression which we have alpha beta comma alpha beta into alpha plus beta, okay, comma this thing alpha plus beta the whole cube minus 3 alpha beta into alpha plus beta. Okay, this is the all thing which we have. Okay, now let's use the geometric progression. If I tell you a b c are in GP, okay, are in GP, okay, then the common ratio should be equal, so b square should be equal to ac. How it came? It is very easy, b by a should be equals to c by b. Okay, so b square is equals to ac. Okay, this is the basic property of GP. Okay, so from here I got this, so we can apply this thing here. What it will give me? Alpha beta the whole square into alpha plus beta the whole square should be equal to alpha plus beta cube minus 3 alpha beta, okay, into alpha plus beta. This thing the whole will be multiplied by alpha into beta. Okay, so if I this thing and this will cancel out, which indirectly will give me alpha beta into, and here this is whole cube, so if I remove one alpha plus beta from both sides, it will be fine. Alpha plus beta, okay, is equals to alpha plus beta the whole square, okay, minus 3 alpha beta. Okay, this term is reduced. Okay, now we have the simplest version of this question. Now let me put the values, because we cannot simplify it any further, so we will put the value, and we have values product and some value. So k into 4, okay, this should be 4 square, okay, this is minus 3k. Okay, we are getting 7k is equals to 16. But if you remember what we needed to find, we wanted to find 7k value. Yeah, we got the 7k value, which is this. We don't need to find the k value, we want the 7k value. So the answer is 16. This was nothing but a combination of sequence and series and quadratic equation question. Okay, it was very easy question. Now let's proceed to the next question, which is as follow. The question says, let alpha 1 comma beta 1 be the roots of x square minus 6x plus p equal to 0, and alpha 2 comma beta 2 with the roots of x square minus 54x plus q equal to 0. If alpha 1 comma beta 1 comma alpha 2 comma beta 2 form an increasing GP, then the value of q minus p. Now in this question they are telling the most important word from this question is that they are in increasing GP. If you take a normal GP which is a by r, ar in or like that, okay, 3 term 4 term, then confirm it is wrong, because they are telling it is an increasing GP. Brother, you should take like this: ar square, ar cube. Okay, so we will consider these terms because they are in increasing. These terms are in increasing GP. Okay, these are in increasing GP, so we are getting. Okay, now let's apply. If it is alpha, if it is beta, we can take any of them, whatever we want. Okay, this is this is alpha 1 beta 1, this is alpha 2 beta 2. Okay, we can take anything which we want. So sum of the roots alpha 1 beta 1 is what? It is 6. Okay, and let's substitute it. A plus ar. Okay, a into 1 plus r is 6. Let me call it as 1. Further, product a square into r should be what? A into ar. Okay, a square into r will be p. Let me call it as 2. Further, for alpha 2 and beta 2, alpha 2 plus beta 2 will be equal to a. Okay, they both have a into r square common, then 1 plus r should be equals to what? 54. Why we take r square common? Because it forms 1 plus r similar like that. Okay, and the last alpha into beta 2, which is nothing but a square into alpha raised to 5. Okay, what we have here? We have q. Okay, so these are the 4 terms. Okay, now what we can do? Now let's do one thing: divide, because we can directly get r from this. Okay, 1 and 3. Okay, so divide 3 by 1. Okay, what we are getting? 54 by 6. Okay, ar square into 1 plus r upon a into 1 plus r. Okay, these two will nullify, which will give us r square should be 9, but r should be equals to 3, because 9 is r square, 3 square. Okay, so we got r. So from this we got r, so we can find easily using from 1. Okay, from 1 we can get a. From 1, a into 1 plus r should be equal to 6. Okay guys, so if I put the r value, which is a into 4 हो जाएगा, should be equals to 6. So we are getting a is equals to 3 by 2. Okay, we got a value also. Now what we need to find? We want to find p and q, so let's get them. P is equal to what? A square r, which is 9 by 4 into what? Into r is what? 3. Okay, which will give us 27 by 4. Okay, so we got p. Okay, we got p. Okay, now for q is a square into a into r की power 5, which is again 9 by 4 into 27. Okay, this will be 27 into 9. Okay, which will indirectly lead us to something like 27 into 9. Let me get the value. 27 into 9, 27 into, okay, I can modify 81 into 27 by 4, which will indirectly lead to 21, 27, 7, 7, 8. So this is 2187 by 4. Okay, we got this value. Okay, which should be equal to q. Now what we need to find? Q minus p. What it is? 2187 by 4 minus 27 by 4. So here what we are getting? 2160. Okay, upon 4, which can be further simplified as 208. Okay, 1080 by 2, which can be further simplified 504. Okay, 5040. Okay, this can be further. So we got q minus p value, which is this. Okay, so we are done with this thing. Okay, No, it is 504. Okay, so we are done with this thing. Let's move on to the next question. The next question, which is the 12th question. Okay, the next question says as follow: let alpha and beta be the solutions of the quadratic x square minus 1154 1554 x plus 1 equal to 0. Then the value of alpha raised to 1 by 4 plus beta raised to 1 by 4 is equal to. Okay, now for such we want to find now if I square it, okay, alpha power 1 by 4 plus beta power 1 by 4, okay, square it, what I get? Under root alpha plus under root beta plus 2 into alpha beta ki power 1 by 4. Now if I got this value, then and this value, my job is done. Okay, now let's get alpha plus beta. What we have? We have 1154. Okay, alpha into beta we have 1, so we don't have to worry about this product. What we need to find this stuff. Okay, now let's try to get this stuff if we can. If how we can get it? If I take x 1 by 2 alpha 1 by 2 plus beta 1 by 2, okay, the whole square, what I get? Alpha plus beta plus 2 into alpha beta the whole power 1 by 2, which is not a problem. And we have this 1154 plus 2, which will give us 21156. And now what? 36. Now what to do further? Okay, what to do means further what should we do now? Okay, 1 5 and 5 6 is 34 square. Okay, so this under root alpha plus under root beta is what? 34 equals to 34. Let me call it as a. Okay, we came to know about this. Now if I put this thing here, cannot I get this value? Alpha ki power 1 by 4 plus beta ki power 1 by 4. Okay, the whole square should be equal to this 34. Okay, this is 34 plus 2 into this will become 1. Okay, so this is 36, and you know 36 what? 6 square, which will indirectly lead us to 6. Okay, so alpha ki power 1 by 4 plus beta ki power 1 by 4, it is 6. And it is a quite difficult problem, I will say, because you cannot hit this thing directly. Okay, you need to means have a good practice. Okay, or means you should be smart enough, in simple words. Okay, although if you complete the whole syllabus of mathematics, you will be familiar with these things, because in calculus you deal with such a lot of stuff. Okay, so you are just means you are so familiar with these things. Okay, in the starting of class 11, the children's feel means they feel this, they have entered into something different world of math. Okay, because they feel like this is very difficult to predict. Although if you end up completing the calculus, you will feel like these are just normal things. Okay, now let's move on to the next question, which is this question. The question is as follow: the quadratic equation x square plus mx plus n equal to 0 has roots which are twice those of x square plus px plus m equals to 0, and m comma n and p is not equal to 0. Okay, then the value of n by p. Now this equation has twice roots, so if I consider its root 2 alpha comma 2 beta, then this equation roots are alpha comma beta, and its root are x square plus mx plus n. Okay, for this these are the root, and for x square plus px plus m, these are the roots. So 2 into alpha plus beta, what we have? Sum of the root minus m, let me call it as 1, and alpha plus beta, what we have minus p, let me call it as 2. Okay, product of the root 4 alpha into beta, we have n, okay, call it as 3, and we have here alpha into beta, which is minus, okay, m, let me call it as 4. Now for we want to find n by p value. Okay, but here if you see, these two are cancelling out, so divide 1 by 4. Okay, let's see what we get. 2 upon alpha plus beta upon alpha into beta, the whole upon minus m upon m, which will give me minus 1. So what we are getting? 2 into alpha plus beta is equals to minus alpha into beta. Okay, now let's divide these two. Divide 3 by 2. Okay, let's see what we are getting. Let me take the next page. So 4 alpha beta, okay, upon alpha plus beta should be equals to n upon minus p. So if I move this minus that side, 4 into minus alpha beta upon alpha plus beta. Okay, we got this n by p value which we needed. Okay, this is the value we needed. But if you remember from this, okay, let me call it as a. So from a we can write minus alpha into beta as alpha plus beta. Okay, 2 alpha into beta. So if I put this value here, I will get 8 alpha plus beta upon alpha plus beta, which will just simplify my problem, giving me in the end n by p is equal to 8. So I got the value. So 8 is the answer. Although you don't have means option for these problems, these are J advanced problems, like means they have structure like J advanced. Okay, they don't have options only. You have to get the answer. Now 14th, suppose a comma b comma c are the roots of the cubic. The cubic is given as follow: x cube minus x square minus 2 equal to 0. Then the value of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now just tell me one thing. You have learned the formula like a plus b plus c the whole square, a minus b the whole square. Okay, so matlab like this stuff. Okay, a plus b the whole cube, like this. Have you ever learned the formula a plus b plus c the whole cube? No, they are not taught in this class. Okay, although you can do that by binomial expansion, but children mostly avoid learning this formula. They just try to use, although you can use that binomial expansion, nothing wrong with that. Okay, but why means let's apply quadratic and try to solve it. Okay, you can apply binomial, no doubt. Okay, because they tell you the basic structure. Okay, NCR method. Okay, so you can expand any means a plus b ki c power n, anything, any term. Okay, you can expand that, but let's try to solve it by quadratic only. So what we have, sum of the root a plus b plus c we have as 1, summation ab we have 0, what we see, and a b c we have 2. Okay, we got these three things. Now one formula which is taught in class 10th, not even in class 11th, it is this: a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc should be equal to what? A plus b plus c. This problem is frequently used in inequalities. A square a plus b, okay, a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. Okay, this is the formula taught in class 9th. If you saw R.D. Sharma, this problem is given in class 9th or 10th. Okay, so if you have done R.D. Sharma, you will surely know this problem. It is quite good problem from that R.D. Sharma. Okay, now this formula you should be very familiar, because it has been already used in previous problem which we have done. Okay, so we want this stuff, we need to get this thing first. So how we can get this thing? This thing is easy, we have done it many times. A plus b cube is a square plus b square plus c square. Okay, plus 2 into ab plus bc plus ca. But if you remember, we have this thing as 0, so a square plus b square plus c square will be equal to this, which is 1. So we get this value, let me call it as a. Now let's put all the values. What we get? A cube plus b cube plus c cube. We will move this thing that side. This is 1 into 1 minus this is 0 again, and this is plus 3 into 2 abc. This is 2. 1 plus 3 into 2, which will end up giving me 7. So 7 is the answer. So 7 is the answer. The main part of this question was you should know this formula, otherwise you have to go for the binomial expansion. You don't have any other choice. Okay, if you know this formula, then your job is done. This question will be mostly 1 minute or 40 seconds. Okay, if you're more smart, then you can finish it in 30 seconds. Nothing great. Okay, let's move on further. This is the next question, which is as follow: polynomial p of x contains only terms of odd degree. Okay, odd degree terms when p of x is divided by x minus 3. Okay, the remainder is 6. Okay, if p of x is divided by x square minus 9, then the remainder is g of x. Okay, now they are telling the remainder is g of x. Then the value of g of 2 is, okay, now they are telling that p of x is contains only odd degree. Now if you remember, if I call, let me take as f of x something like x cube, okay, plus x raised to 5. If this is the odd degree polynomial, right? it is satisfy the condition of what degree polynomial. If I put f of minus x, what I get? Minus x cube minus x raised to 5, which indirectly give me f of x cube plus x raised to 5, which ends up giving me f of minus x. So for this, if it is to apply for this two, then f of x should be equal to minus f of x, p of x, sorry. Okay, so now let's write it in this format. P of x is equals to, this is the divided by x square minus 9, okay, into q of x, and let me consider the remainder ax plus b, which we mostly do for a quadratic equation. Ax plus b, we can call any remainder in the format ax plus b. Okay, now p of x, we can further write it as x minus 3 x plus 3 using a cube minus b cube formula. Okay, ax plus b. Okay, now they are telling that for x is equals to 3, it has 6. Okay, 6. Okay, so this will become 6. For x is equals to 3, this will become 0. 3a plus b. So we got one equation. Now for x is equals to minus 3, it is just like saying that p of x then p of minus x. Okay, so here will be minus 6 minus 3a plus b. Okay, so this will be 2. Now let's solve. Add 1 and 2. What we get? Add 1 and a and b. What we get? 3ab minus 3ab will cancel out. This will become 0. 2b. So b equals to 0. Now put b equals to 0 in a. What we have? 6 is equals to 3a plus b. So a is equals to 2. So we got b is equals to 0 and a is equals to 2. So the required g of x, okay, which we have is 2x plus 0, because b is 0. Now what we needed to find? G of 2. Let me put 2. What we get? 2 into 2, which is equals to 4. So 4 is the answer. So we are done with these problems, 15 problems, and we will continue in the next lecture. Okay, and we will try to complete it as fast as we can, because we are on the end of the chapter. Till after 1 day or 2 days we will start sequence and series. Okay, when you complete sequence, series, binomial, and permutation, you will feel the real, means you will become very confident. Okay, so see you. Till then, take care.